How would you feel if you become one of the richest people in the world through Bitcoin, living in lavish mansions and enjoying the finer things in life? All things seem possible when you have the means and the wealth to back it up. Welcome to Critique, a channel that gives critical evaluation or analysis, especially in dealing with crypto. Everything regarding money, finance, investing, cryptocurrency, and blockchain-related topics including ICOs, NFTs, and yield farming. Today, we'll be taking a look at the lives of 7 of the richest and youngest big shots in the Bitcoin industry. Bitcoin has become popular these days thanks to the support of certain big shots such as Elon Musk, who essentially told online users that he thinks Bitcoin is a good thing. It's comments like these that resulted in its value to rise significantly. This virtual currency or cryptocurrency has led to the creation of many successful and wealthy business minds in the world. Haven't you always wondered just how they live behind the scenes? Well, keep on watching to know more. Let's start off with number 7, Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried's parents are 2 professors from Stanford Law School in the US. He graduated from Massachusetts Institute of Technology with a degree in physics back in 2014. After which he started working on Wall Street as a trader at Jane Street Capital, a proprietary firm that is Bankman refers to as the top Wall Street firm no one's ever heard of. Later on, Bankman-Fried would partially adopt part of their business style in his first crypto venture, which is known as Alameda Research. He became co-founder of Alameda Research in November 2017, which is a quantitative trading firm like Jane Street. However, it instead deals with crypto. Bankman-Fried would then move on to co-founding the FTX cryptocurrency derivatives exchange in April 2019. By February 2021, Bankman-Fried had become the second richest entrepreneur in the cryptocurrency space. And by May 2021, Sam Bankman-Fried's net worth had reached a whopping $8.7 billion, according to Forbes. Now, just having turned 30, Bankman-Fried has been estimated to have a total net worth of $24.5 billion by Forbes magazine, thus placing him on the list of 70 richest people on the planet. Despite the leap from being a former trader that was working on launching a then-obscure trading firm, his present success hasn't changed him in terms of his views. Bankman-Fried still remains a vegan for humanitarian reasons and describes himself as a practitioner of effective altruism, which is a social and philosophical movement that focuses on using evidence and reason to figure out how can we use our resources to help others the most. Moving on to number 6, Eddy Zillan. Back when he was just 15 years old, Eddy Zillan invested his entire savings into cryptocurrencies. This bold move ended up with Zillan making over $1 million in profit. Back in those days, there were only few credible resources available when it came to advice and tips on how to invest in cryptocurrency. According to his interview with Business Insider, "At the time I invested, there were no YouTubers, there were no investors, there was no one I could learn from. Unlike these days where you can find many blogs, articles, and videos online all discussing the ins and outs of cryptocurrencies, us included." He claims that at first, he was skeptical and hesitant to invest in the then flourishing crypto market, as many people these days can surely understand. But like the other reputable names on the list, his leap of faith in the growing market allowed him to get to a net worth of around $6 million at such a young age. On that note, hit like and subscribe to see more about what goes on in the lives of renowned people in the business world, and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever another new video comes out. Coming up next in number 5 is Wu Jihan. Wu Jihan is the co-founder and was the chairman of Bitmain Technologies, one of the most renowned and valuable computer chip company for Bitcoin mining. It was way back in May 2011 where he discovered Bitcoin and raised raised 100,000 yuan by borrowing from relatives and friends so he could purchase up to 900 bitcoins. It was from that point on that Wu Jihan will achieve many incredible feats, such as founding China's first Bitcoin community site called Beibyte with his friend and fellow Bitcoin enthusiast, Chang Jiya. After several years as the co-CEO of Bitmain, Wu Jihan decided to step down from his position in 2019 to pursue a new venture, founding what is now known as Matrixport that serves as a financial services company for cryptocurrencies. Let's say you were in the shoes of many of these young men back in the days where Bitcoin was relatively unknown. Would you have done the same and taken the chance? Would you be interested in trying it for yourself now? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Next up on number 4, Tony Galipo. Anthony Galipo is the co-founder of BitPay, which was created in 2011. It became the first ever Bitcoin payment processor. It was originally created in order to bridge the gap between consumers and merchants, seeing as most businesses would not easily accept payments through Bitcoin. He dedicates most of his time to building partnerships and broadening business relationships in order to expand BitPay's international presence. As such, it is approximated by the press that the net worth of his fortune is over $20 million. This is given the fact that BitPay has become increasingly successful over the years and is said to more than $1 million worth of payments per day. Now that's a lot of money. Coming in at number 3, Jeremy Gardner. Jeremy Gardner became a Bitcoin millionaire by the age of 25. Back in 2015, a friend of his had asked for cash in exchange for some Bitcoins. During that time, Gardner had become curious about the industry due to the controversy surrounding Silk Road. He bought it in and quickly turned in a profit from the initial exchange with his friend. While at University of Michigan, he founded the College Cryptocurrency Network. It's an international educational nonprofit and began to work with several blockchain-related startups. Then just before entering his senior year, Gardner decided to leave school and found Augur, which became the first peer-to-peer prediction market platform. Nowadays, he travels around the world teaching people about Bitcoin and gives lectures about crypto-related assets and how to maneuver the market. In his interview with Insider, Gardner explains, "As I've seen my wealth grow, it's important to me that I give back to this industry that's given me so much." He added, "So when we go to conferences, I'll bring a bunch of people out and buy bottles at the club, pay for dinner and stuff." Now, that's one way to give back to the community. Next up is number 2, the Winklevoss Twins. The Winklevoss Twins are well known firstly because they believe that they were wronged by Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook. They sued Zuckerberg back in 2004 for allegedly stealing their idea on what we now know as Facebook. As Observer mentions, Zuckerberg settled the lawsuit by paying the brothers $65 million in cash and Facebook shares. But of course, we're not just here to talk about the rivalry between these two tech giants. The Winklevoss Twins are not only known for their disputes with Zuckerberg. They themselves are crypto pioneers and Bitcoin billionaires. They set out to launch many successful business ventures, all of which contributed to their massive amount of wealth today. One of which is Gemini, which was launched by the twins back in 2015. It is a privately owned cryptocurrency exchange that allows users to buy, sell, trade, and securely store Bitcoin, Ether, and about 40 other cryptocurrencies. Finally, at number 1 is Eric Finnman. At the very young age of 12, Eric Finnman began his journey into becoming one of the youngest millionaires through Bitcoin. It all started with an agreement he made with his parents, which involved turning the $1,000 he received from his grandmother into a grand total of $1 million. In exchange, Eric Finnman would be allowed to pursue a more unorthodox path in his education. And of course, the end result ended up with Finnman accumulating a net worth of around $5 million as of 2022. Talk about a gutsy deal. Would you have taken such a deal? And at such a young age as well? I know I wouldn't have. It wouldn't be a stretch to say that Eric Finnman, like many of the entrepreneurs and business minds on this list, serve as clear examples of young, dedicated, and smart people who put their minds into achieving success despite the odds. They serve as inspiration for those of us who out there who still hesitate and to act. Hard work is one thing, but it always pays to not only work hard, but also work smart. Acquired a lot of knowledge from this? Please like this video and click that bell button to be notified for our next ones. And don't forget to check out our other relevant videos from our channel and subscribe as well. Also share this video to any friends or family members who might find it useful. Until next time!